I'm Nate Barile, and this is my Killer Burger in Vancouver, Washington. So when I decided to buy a Killer Burger, I crunched all the numbers and decided that the profitability and the size loan and the amount of money, my personal money that I needed to put in, I wanted to start as a general manager. I also have very high expectations for the operational level of the store and the systems that need to be put into place, for something that I want to own or I want to run. So doing it myself and getting that set up and, building a team around me seemed like the right position to put myself into and get into a spot where I can open up a second store, which is the ultimate dream. Getting into multi-unit ownership is the long-term goal, and short-term being the general manager to get to that goal was what I needed to do. Before COVID hit, good 40 to 50 hours was pretty normal. You get the afternoons to really get away from production, and you can work on your accounting or your bills, or kind of a mix between general manager and owner administrative duties. After COVID hit, we got a little not sure how it's going to be. It's going to die off. We need to lay people off, and I needed to make sure that the financials could still be hit. So I put a lot of that on my back, and turns out we ended up being quite busier than normal. So we're able to kind of staff back up to help us with running orders, customer interaction, the curbside delivery, and a couple people just for production because it's been busier. So as we get back to normal, I really only see myself being the GM there probably another 6 months or so. At that point, I feel like I could trust the responsibility to my assistant manager or my training coordinator, and move on from there. Start looking at second spots, looking more to a future from there, and really stepping into more of a support owner role and less of a control owner role. I would recommend fully, training and understanding all different levels of the restaurant off the bat. Really understanding what goes on in your store, and the different responsibilities of the general manager, the training coordinator, the crew person, really helps to, put systems in place and support the restaurant when, things are good or bad. So I don't think anything would help more than, knowing the money, knowing the scheduling, knowing all that, because if you lose a GM, you own a restaurant and you have to know all these things. I grew up in the restaurant industry. I've worked in, many different concepts, and after I sold my first business, I, became a GM at the East Vancouver location, and I truly fell in love with the concept, the music, the vibe, the genuine love that the company had for its people, for the product, for the customer. It's perfect hamburgers. It's really, really good. The model works. The employees love it. It's a good time. So it's few and far between in my experience in the restaurant industry to find something that you are that passionate about and that's that fun.